It's Lourdes from here.
All right, folks, sorry about that. Looks like we had some technical difficulties with the Wi-Fi. Here we go. I'm on the 2000 Honda 750, folks. This is a rebuild salvage, lot number 7. Rebuild salvage, lot number 7, folks. The 2000 Honda 750, folks. Here we go. I'm at 475 now, 4.5 now, 475. 4.5 now, 475. Bid 475. 475. Sold 4.5. Sold 4.5. Yes, ma'am. I'm good now. Lot number 8. Will you tell her I'm good now? Lot number 8 is going to be the 2014 Kawasaki Ninja, folks. This one here is the Kawasaki Ninja. And this is our lot number 8, folks. Here we go. 16 and a half, 17, 17 and a half, now 1800. Bid 1800, 17 and a half, now 1800. And now 18 and a half. I'm at 1800, now 18 and a half. 18 and a half. Bid 18 and a half, 19, now 19 and a half. And it's okay. 1900, now 19 and a half, now 2000. Bid 2000. Oops, sold $1,900. Sold $1,900. I don't know what's going on with it. Here we go. Lot number 9 is going to be the 2012 Infiniti G37, folks. This is the 2012. We're into the vehicles. Here we go. 2012 Infiniti G37, folks. Here we go. I'm at 300, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a half, now 375. 375, now 400, now 4 and a quarter. 4 and bid, now 4 and a quarter. Bid 4 and a quarter, 525, now 5 and a half. I'm at 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half. And a quarter. 9 Chevrolet Silver, my favorite year, folks. 1999 and a half, now 375, 400, now 4 and a quarter. 4 and a bid, now 4 and a quarter. 425, 4 and a quarter, 425, now 4 and a half. I'm 4 and a half, now 475. Bid 475, 475, now 500, now 5 and a quarter. 5 and a bid, now 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. I'm 5 and a half, now 575, now 600. $600. Bid 600. Now 6 and a quarter. 600 bid, now 6 and a quarter. Bid 6 and a quarter. 625, 6 and a half, now 675. I'm at 6 and a half, now 675. Bid 675, now 700. I need 700, now 7 and a quarter. 700 bid, now 7 and a quarter. Bid 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. I'm 7 and a quarter, now 7 and a half. 750. 7 and a half. 775, now 800. Bid 800. 775, now 800. Bid 800. $800. Now 8 and a quarter. 800 bid, now 8 and a quarter. Bid 8 and a quarter. 825, now 8 and a half. I'm at 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. Bid 8 and a half, now 875. I'm at 8 and a half, now 875. 875. Bid 900. I'm at 875, now 900. Bid 900, $900. Bid 900. Sold 875. Sold 875. Lot number 11 is going to be the 2005 Chevrolet Tahoe. Look, it's even got a luggage. Ready to go. Take a trip. All right, on the 2000 Chevrolet Tahoe, folks. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half, now 575. Bid 575, now 600. I need 600, now 6 and a quarter. 6 and a bid, now 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. I'm 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half, now 675. Bid 675. 675, now 700. Bid 700, now 7 and a quarter. 700 bid, now 7 and a quarter. Bid 7 and a quarter. 725, now 7 and a half. I'm 7 and a half, now 775. 775, now 800. Bid 800, now 8 and a quarter. 800 bid, now 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. I'm 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. Bid 8 and a half. 850, now 875. I'm 875, 900, now 9 and a quarter. 9 and a bit, now 9 and a quarter. Bid 9 and a quarter, 925, now 9 and a half. I'm at 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half, now 975. Bid 975, now 1,000, 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050, 1,050, 1,050. Sold 1,000, sold 1,000. Lot number 12, going to be the 2015 Chevrolet Equinox. This one here, folks, is your 2015 Chevrolet Equinox, folks. I'm at 775, now 800. Bid 800, now 8 and a quarter. 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. Bid 8 and a half, 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. 850, 850, now 875. I'm at 8 and a half, now 875. Bid 875, 875, now 900. Bid 900, $900, 875, now 900. Bid 900, now 9 and a quarter. 9 and a bid, now 9 and a quarter. Bid 9 and a quarter, 925. 9 and a half, now 975. I'm at 9 and a half, now 975. Bid 975, 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, $1,000, now 1,050. $1,000 bid, now 1,050. Bid 1,050, now 1,100. I'm at 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, now 11 and a half. I'm at 1,100, now 11 and a half. Bid 11 and a half. Now 1,200. I need 1,200. 11 and a half, now 1,200. Bid 1,200. Sold 11 and a half. Sold 11 and a half. All right, lot number 13 is going to be the 2013 Dodge Dart. 2013 Dodge Dart. Here we go, folks. I'm at 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. Bid 8 and a half, 8 and a quarter, now 8 and a half. 850, 875, 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. I'm at 9 and a quarter, now 9 and a half. Bid 975, now 1,000. Bid 1,000, 975, now 1,000. 1,050, now 1,100. I need 1,100. 1,050, now 1,100. Bid 1,100, now 11 and a half. I'm at 11 and a half, now 1,200. Bid 1,200, 11 and a half, now 1,200. Sold 11 and a half. Sold 11 and a half. Lot number 14 is going to be the 2013 Mazda CX-9. 2013 Mazda CX-9, folks. Here we go. I'm at 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. 4 and a half, now 475. Bid 475, 475, 475, now 500. $500. 475, now 500, now 5 and a quarter. Bid 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half, 550, 5 and a half, now 575. 575, now 600, now 6 and a quarter, now 6 and a half. I'm 6 and a half, now 675. Bid 675, 675, now 700. I need 700, now 7 and a quarter. 700 bid, now 7 and a quarter. Bid 7 and a quarter, 725. Sold $700. Sold $700. Lot number 15 is going to be your 2009 Chevrolet Cobalt. 2009 Chevrolet Cobalt, folks. Here we go. I'm at 200, now 2 and a quarter. 2 and a quarter, now 2 and a half. Bid 2 and a half, 2 and a quarter, now 2 and a half. Bid 2 and a half, 250, 275, now 300, now 3 and a quarter. 300 bid, now 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half. I'm at 3 and a quarter, now 3 and a half. Bid 3 and a half, 350, now 375. I'm at 3 and a half, now 375. Bid 375, now 400. I need 400. 375, now 400. Bid 400. Now 4 and a quarter. 4 and a bid, now 4 and a quarter. Bid 4 and a quarter, 425. Now 4 and a half. I'm 4 and a quarter, now 4 and a half. Bid 4 and a half, 450. Now 475. I'm at 4 and a half, now 475. Bid 475. Now 500. I need 500, now 5 and a quarter. 500 bid, now 5 and a quarter. Bid 525. Now 5 and a half. I'm 5 and a quarter, now 5 and a half. Bid 5 and a half. 550. Sold 5 1/4. Sold 5 1/4. Lot number 16 is the 2012 Kia Rio. This one here is your 2012 Kia Rio. 300 now, 3 1/4. 300 bid now, 3 1/4. Bid 3 1/4. 325 on the Kia Rio now, 3.5. I'm at 3 1/4 now, 3.5 now, 375. Bid 375. 375 now, 400. I need 400. 4 1/4 now, 4.5. I'm 4 1/4 now, 4.5 now, 475. 475 now, 500. Bid 500 now, 5 1/4. 500 bid now, 5 1/4 now, 5.5. I'm 5.5 now, 1/4. 500 bid now, 5 1/4 now, 5.5. I'm 5.5 now, 575. Bid 575 now, 600 now, 6 1/4. 6 1/4 now, 6.5 now, 675. Bid 75. 675 now, 700. Bid 700 now, 7 1/4. 700 bid now, 7 1/4. Bid 7 1/4 now, 7.5. I'm 7 1/4 now, 7.5. Bid 7.5 now, 775. 7.5 now, 775. Bid 775 now, 800. I need 800 now, 8 1/4. 800 bid now, 8 1/4. Bid 8 1/4. 825 now, 8.5. I'm at 8 1/4 now, 8.5 now, 875. Bid 875, 875. 875 now, 900. I need 900 now, 9 1/4. 900 bid now, 9 1/4. Bid 9 1/4 now, 9.5. I'm at 9.5 now, 975. Bid 975 now, 1,000. Bid 1,000. 975 now, 1,000. 1,050. $1,000 bid now, 1,050. 1,100. I need 1,100. I'm at 1,050 now, 1,100 means 100. 1,100. Sold 1,050. Sold 1,050. Lot number 17 is going to be the 2014 Chevrolet Cruze.